With just over a month to go until the fourth season of The Boys officially airs on Amazon Prime, the TV series has recently released its official trailer, providing a blood-soaked glimpse into the brutal sagas soon to unfold on Homelander's terrorizing journey. Now, without wasting any more time, let's dive into movie Honey to explore the details embedded in the trailer, see how they impact the boys, and how they might connect with Gen V previously. Let's start the video right away. Let's go! Recapping the situation in The Boys before season 4 airs. Victoria Newman is currently a central character in the entire series, as she is to be elected vice president to assist Robert Singer in the first step of the plan to take control of the White House. The only significant obstacle Victoria Newman must overcome is Homelander, who blackmails the female politician with her past and even threatens her daughter's life. Previously, Stan Edgar's beloved girl, who could explode head with her power, was helpless against the physically superior Homelander. However, with a twist in Gen V, the moment Victoria Newman obtains a virus capable of destroying superheroes, the entire game changes. For now, Newman will publicly support Homelander through media campaigns like Soup Lives Matter or Make America Super Again, essentially letting him do as he pleases while covertly strategizing to use the virus effectively. Why rush? Besides Homelander, no one can match the vice president in status or power at this moment. Alongside the intense power struggle at the White House, another crucial storyline directly affecting the series' fate will be developed in the next season. According to showrunner Eric Kripke, this season will revolve around Billy Butcher's efforts to wrestle young Ryan from Homelander's clutches. The filmmaker has likened this situation to the movie My Two Dads, with the relationship between Butcher and Homelander resembling that of Batman and Joker. The more they hate each other, the deeper their understanding of one another. With a child still oblivious to the enormity of his powers, being raised by Homelander represents the worst possible scenario. However, if Billy were to take care of the boy, what guarantees that his deep-seated hatred for superheroes won't eventually consume Ryan? Considering that the boys will definitely not follow the comic book ending, where Homelander is eliminated by Black Noir, why is this setup unlikely to occur? Simply because the live action has built up a Homelander to outstanding. And wouldn't it be a waste of the series' essence to let this villain's rage be controlled by human hands? Therefore, even with 2 more seasons and the sequel Gen V ahead, many fans have already envisioned the ending of The Boys as a final showdown between the 2 highest symbols. Billy Butcher versus Homelander, with Ryan becoming the pivotal element in this deep-rooted feud. Homelander's ambition for power expansion will prompt him to leverage the supportive wave for Starlight, a strategy that seems to have been advised by Sister Sage, a new member of the Seven. To put it simply, Vought has long wanted to control the White House with its own team of superhero politicians. This also explains why Stan Edgar invested effort in grooming Victoria Newman, only for her to betray him ironically. The CEO going to prison hasn't changed the original plan. Vic the Veep has become the vice president with support from Homelander, who clearly isn't interested in the leadership machinery, but simply wants to control the United States. The court scene we see in the trailer, with crowds divided into yellow supporting Starlight and red and blue madly backing Homelander, seems just an excuse for bloody clashes to erupt, a scenario the villain couldn't be happier to witness. The dispute with Starlight will ignite Homelander's real plan. He wants to declare war on the whole world, or, more precisely, to escalate the conflict between superheroes and humans to its peak. And then, in the darkest of times, when Earth teeters on the brink of collapse, Homelander will descend as a savior. Ultimately, humanity won't care how much their superheroes had fallen once the redemption narrative is set. Homelander's sinister ambition requires a fierce move from the superheroes, leading to the rebranding of the Seven, where superheroes are encouraged to shed their celebrity roles, ready their weapons, and unleash their fury on mortals as enraged deities. The imbalance of power is why Joe Kessler, an old ally of Billy Butcher, has appeared, with the agent concerned about a grim future where superheroes gain control while ordinary humans are confined to camps or worse, become playthings. Having gained a substantial support resource, this also acts as a catalyst for Billy to become even bolder, especially when faced with the reality that he doesn't have much time left to fight. The trailer opens with Billy Butcher confiding in his team, asking them to continue trusting him despite his numerous lies. The primary mission of the boys in Season 4 is largely revealed in the trailer, one part to protect Starlight from the protests, and the other to seek a virus that can kill superheroes, which Billy had seen in the woods before the Gen V series concluded. There wouldn't be any conflict if Billy's ethical gray areas didn't once again push Huey Campbell into a psychological crisis. The boys have all done despicable things, but the craziest part is that slaughter always seems to be their solution to every problem. Huey believes that now more than ever they need to act humanely, especially when facing monstrous enemies. Butcher has repeatedly rejected the sanctimonious perspective from his naive brother, so perhaps this time the group's division will stem from an unexpected source: the jeopardized life of Billy and the leader's self-destructive tendencies. Amid the montage of trailer shots, a fleeting image of reporter Cameron Coleman, gagged in the Seven's conference room, appears inadvertently before the camera shifts to Firecracker's kick that startles Ashley. However, this likely won't be Cameron's farewell, as Homelander's ongoing Glory project requires a media manipulator. Additionally, Coleman is expected to remain as a sexual plaything for Ashley in a Season 4 twist that somehow reflects the climactic point in the character development of the CEO, with a penchant for sadomasochism. The threat tactics won't stop with Cameron, but will also involve Senator Calhoun, a name that finally reemerges from the first season. Formerly the senator from Oklahoma and chair of the U.S. House Armed Services Committee, he was blackmailed by Madeline Stillwell, which forced him to turn a blind eye and push through legislation allowing superheroes to join the U.S. military. In the power struggle, both Homelander and Victoria Newman have reasons to target Calhoun, but the trailer suggests that this will be a ploy by Homelander when he is seen next to the corpse of a politician, later having to personally cremate some mysterious remains. The violence encouraged by Homelander will significantly impact the Seven, whose reputation and pleasures are merely the surface of a team that Vought has long promoted, which at its core has always gathered selfish and sick individuals. Even if Queen Maeve is an exception, over time she has become indifferent, ignoring many unethical and immoral actions. The clearest illustration of this is Firecracker, a new female superhero who recently joined the Seven, but quickly showed her corrupt nature with just a little encouragement from Homelander. Initially, Vought's launch of a member resembling Starlight was meant as an ultimatum to Annie, but Firecracker will truly go on the hunt in the next season. Her targets are not only Annie, but also the community supporting Starlight, who will not escape harm. This detail inadvertently reveals how the media will be manipulated to turn against Starlight, as only then can the widespread slaughter be publicly broadcasted. Not only will Firecracker come after her, but Starlight will also face an unexpected reunion with the Deep, a battle that the production team cannot afford to let Annie lose, as it would be akin to allowing a rapist to shatter his victim once more. Furthermore, the way the Deep is being developed by the scriptwriting team is bound to be full of surprises. It might seem that after a series of upheavals, such as being fed sashimi made from Timothy or his ex-wife betraying him by writing a tell-all book, he would settle down quietly. Instead, the Deep has not chosen to make amends with another octopus, but has re-emerged in an extremely aggressive form. Suddenly, in a frame, the Deep is seen on a date with Sister Sage, and given the Deep's nature, this is a sign of manipulation. This detail forewarns some ominous premonitions about the first female superhero of color in the Seven, as she is also the one who bolsters Homelander with the tale of the Roman Emperor Caesar's overthrow of the government to seize power. A season of The Boys would not be complete without double agents, and with this grim facade, Queen Maeve's place is likely to be taken by a train. Many might agree that Reggie Franklin is still traumatized by the fact that Blue Hawk's heart saved his life, but in reality, the speedster superhero has been ambiguous about his heroism ever since his brother's accident. This shift in self further explains the bizarre scene of a train in last year's teaser, where he is rummaging through Homelander's office and discovers a jar containing hair strands, which, based on their color, hinted at Madeline Stillwell. To the left of this jar is a wedding photo of Stormfront with Frederick Vought, and to the right appears a jar of mother's milk that Homelander had once passionately indulged in. Turning back might be a good idea, just hoping this won't spell a death flag for a train in the upcoming movie. After much anticipation, the impressive cast from Gen V has transitioned to The Boys, with two representatives not unexpectedly being Kate Dunlap and Sam Reardon. The involvement of the Guardians of Godolphin crafted by Vought has also made its appearance in the Seven's meeting room. If they have indeed joined the squad, then the power gap would be too vast for our guys to contend with. Currently, the roles of these two new characters remain unclear, although Sam has emerged alongside theories that he will replace Black Noir with comparable powers. What fans are more concerned about is how the Troubles from Gen V will connect to the main universe of The Boys, specifically what is happening with Marie Moreau's group. I think that both Kate and Sam won't have a significant impact on the story this time around, largely because the second season of Gen V has been indefinitely suspended, or rather, the scriptwriters will have to follow the journey into this summer to continue the story of the college students. As the trailer nears its end, Huey and Kimiko are seen sneaking towards a hospital or some research facility. At this location, we see a patient covered in blood from the waist down, stumbling along with a damaged body, an image that's no longer unfamiliar about Zombie, especially after viewers have become aware of the process of developing a virus that can kill superheroes at the Woods. There are two plausible explanations for this scene. First, Victoria Newman is attempting to test and develop a trump card from the end of Gen V. This is evidenced by Billy's group finding a laboratory filled with necrotic, tumor-ridden bodies from virus injections. Alternatively, the plot could lean towards a zombie storyline from editions of The Boys, suggesting that Compound V can resurrect dying superheroes at the cost of their humanity. Vought has brought Lamplighter back, but he is no longer human in the true sense, his form distorted, his behavior uncontrolled. Vought didn't create a zombie for combat purposes. Paradoxically, it serves as an effective chilling warning to any superheroes considering betraying the corporation. Another character who has returned from the first season is Ezekiel, the youth fond of threesomes who pretends to be a preacher, upholding traditional values and condemning homosexuality. In his last appearance on screen, Ezekiel tipped off Billy Butcher about the shipment of Compound V. Afterwards, he appeared on Cameron Coleman's new show, facing allegations of ethical violations. Currently, Ezekiel is being exploited by Vought International to develop an app intended to deceive and manipulate public opinion. Thus, it's unclear why he clashed with Billy, resulting in Butcher smashing his arm. This detail also suggests that Billy is gradually returning to his spontaneous fighting instincts instead of relying on Temp V based on the attire and setting. The clash seems to occur at a festival named Truthkin. Based on the slogans and posters on the walls, Truthkin seems to be an organization that generates theories about the world of The Boys, gathering followers who believe in them. However, the confirmed news about Soldier Boy being recalled by the CIA seems to be the clue that will lead the boys to the virus. How much weirder can the boys get? Amazon Prime has never set limits on creativity, so in Season 4, the scriptwriters somehow came up with the idea of animals using Compound V. This bizarre combination has resulted in super strong fighting chickens, poultry now so powerful they can pierce human bodies, and are impervious to bullets. As if that wasn't chaotic enough, the boys are also being pursued by a flock of bloodthirsty flying sheep. This unusual development raises many questions, like whether eating these chickens would turn someone into a superhero? The answer will only be revealed when the series airs. Although it's likely these super animals are directly related to the development of V24, it's easier to speculate they're a test for an extinction-level virus. The final notable detail in the trailer is the battle between Kimiko and Frenchie in a warehouse storing ingredients for Jitter Bean, the Boys Universe's version of Starbucks, which can be found at Godolphin University. The floor and cargo boxes stained with blood suggest a real flesh and blood battle. Yet from another angle, Kimiko is slaughtering enemies in a warehouse filled with rubber ducks and children's toys. Instead of blood, bubbles are spurting, an oddly adorable detail. Yet it's not something new in the series. Indeed, the real Black Noir, or the younger brother Sam, also holds a worldview different from others. They envision cartoon characters or puppets, and something similar could be happening with Kimiko, not necessarily related to any superpowers. Season 3 had already introduced a musical element for the usually quiet Kimiko, so it wouldn't be surprising if the scriptwriters continue to spice up the relationship between Frenchie and Kimiko with highly unpredictable creations. And that wraps up all my analyses of the final trailer before Season 4 of The Boys airs. Did Movie Honey miss anything? If so, please comment below so we all can know. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Goodbye and see you next time. Movie Honey out.